I'm Carl, and welcome back to Adventures in Camping. All right, today's the day. We're going to actually start lashing. I know it was a little deceptive at first, but there are basics that you need to learn before you even begin. Some of those basics are what types of lashing. The other thing is the types of knots and the types of string, okay? Stick with me and we'll get right to it. So what is the first lashing we should learn? Personally, I think it's square lashing. So that is how I'm going to begin. Now, remember what I said, to begin with a clove hitch. And since I have a pole, I can put it over the end. I'm going to do the two underhanded knots and the second one over the first one. And pass it over. Voila. Okay? Now, this other stick, the perpendicular stick, is going to go here, and then I'm going to go over and under. And once you make that first over and under, it will kind of hold it in place, but you got to keep it tight. If it's not tight, it's going to fall apart on you in mid lash. It'll give you a lashing. Yeah, no, I won't goof this. But I don't mind. Aye, let's have some lashing. Anyway, I'm sorry. I do have a little Scotch-Irish in me. Got some German too. That's a little scary. And Indian. Oh, I throw those all together. Okay, now that I've went through around this, okay, 3 times. Flip it over so you can look at it. Okay, so I went over it 3 times. All right, stick with me. A little later, I'm going to share with you the 3 things that you need in order to have successful lashing. Stick with me. We'll be right back to it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to frap. And that's what this is here. I'm taking this around and pulling in all of these lines that I just put on tightly. If you need, you can use a stick, and here, let me show you. You can use a stick. Here, I've got a stick here. Wrap it around, wrap your string around that stick, and you can use it as a toggle to give you a little extra pull, okay? That was a rotten stick, but I don't really need that much pull, so it was good that I was able to show you though. All right, now, got that. Now I'm going to end it in a what? Remember what I said? A square knot. So you want a nice, tight, square knot. No granny knots allowed. Square knot. If it falls apart on you, it's a granny knot. All right, so what are the 3 things that you need for successful lashing? Number 1, you need a good, sturdy string, twine, rope. All depends on what you're lashing and how big it's going to be. Number 2, you need your lashing to be tight. Keep it tight and it'll last, it'll do what you need, it's sturdy and it's safe. And third, neat. You don't want a big wadded up nest, because when you do that, you don't know where you are and you can't guarantee that it's good and tight. So if you do those 3 things, you're going to have great lashing. But there's a bonus, and the bonus is practice. Practice, practice, practice. Get a couple sticks, you know, about like that long, maybe about that big around, inch in diameter maybe 3/4, and practice on it. Clean them up so you don't bring bugs in the house. Practice. Practice makes perfect. I have 35 years of practice. I work with a camping ministry where I have been doing this since 1985. I love doing it, and that's why I'm doing these videos, to share it with folks. All right? Stick with me, and we'll keep going. Square lashing. There it is. Square lashing. I can pull this in just a little bit. It's not going to hurt it. That can help. You want it neat. Okay. There you go. Square lashing. Now these extra lines that I have, you can cut these off. If you cut them off, I do recommend that you burn the end. If you're too young to have a lighter, then have an adult help you and burn these ends so that they're not flopping all over the place. But we're going to use this later for other lashing. Well, thanks for sticking with me and watching the square lashing video. Now I'm going to break this into a video for each lashing. I know it's going to drag it on in that way, but this way you can look at the entire video and see how the lashing is supposed to be done and put up with my corny jokes, because that's just me. All right, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, hit that little bell wherever that is down there, and you'll get notified when I put out a new video. All right, have a great day.